Hi guys, it's Lynn here. I hope everyone's having a brilliant day. Now today I'm going to be removing my two new Tillandsia air plants from the pots that they were in when I bought them, and then hanging them up and treating them as what they should be, air plants. Now these are the two new beauties I got the other day from IKEA, and it's they're both labelled as Tillandsia Intermedia cross with Streptophila. But this one is definitely a Streptophila because it's nicknamed the Curly Slim. It's got lovely sort of curly leaf tendrils, as you can see there. This is what the Streptophila looks like. But this one here, the other one, is I'm not quite sure what this one is. I don't think it's a Streptophila because it's a much thinner leaved Tillandsia. But they're my two new beauties. We've got quite a few Tillandsia air plants in our collection, and we have them all hanging up a lot in our kitchen and in our bathroom window. And these two are going to be hung up in the bathroom window. Now, when I got these, as I say, they were already potted up, but air plants aren't meant to be in soil. They're not like normal plants. They don't take nourishment from roots. If they have any roots at all, it's to anchor themselves onto trees and other type of objects because they're epiphytes in nature. They contain the tiny little trichomes that they call them, that are on their leaves, little type of white fuzzy things there that absorb nourishment and moisture from the air. And we treat all our air plants. We give them a good spray with rainwater every few days, thoroughly soak them, and that's what we do with them. They're not meant to be potted up. And some people say that the Streptophila one, because it's a hybrid, that it's often sold as a potted plant, and they say obviously keep the soil dry, you just spray with the foliage. But I wouldn't recommend that because water can drip down, go into the soil and rot the Tillandsia air plant. They're not meant to be in soil, they're not meant to be potted up. So this is why I'm going to be removing the soil from these and showing you what to do should you have these. Now, I don't know what they're going to look like inside, but as I say, it doesn't matter if there's no roots because they're not meant to have roots anyway. So I'm going to be removing it from the pot, squeezing it out. There we go. There shouldn't really be any roots at all. Gently loosening it here. So I just want to mention that my wonderful fiancé Hans is behind the camera filming me, so I've got my hands free. So if you're not familiar with Hans's wonderful YouTube channel called Plant Daddy, do go over and subscribe to him. Links will be up above. And also don't forget to subscribe to me too. This is just like some type of fibre thing they've put here, like some type of, I don't know what that is really. There you go. So just to show they don't have roots, these are just what they use to anchor themselves on. So I'm going to be removing this soil here, and as I say, hanging them up. I'm going to show you hanging them up in our bathroom with many of our other Tillandsias. We've got a huge Tillandsia air plant collection, so this is going to be a lovely new addition. And I say, if you didn't see yesterday's video where I show you these new plants, then do check that out as well. That will be also below in the video description and up above as well. There we go. It's not going to hurt if I leave some of the soil on anyway, because they're not going to be watered from here. They're going to be watered from the foliage, or sprayed with rainwater, I should say. So that's that one. I'm going to put that over there. Very healthy plant. I'm glad there's no signs of rot, because obviously a bit of a mystery why they're potted up. And when I was looking online, a lot of these Curly Slim plants are sold in soil, and I don't know why, because they're not meant to be. Maybe it's because they're a hybrid or something, I don't know. Look at that lovely curly foliage. You can see why it's called Curly Slim nickname, can't you? So here we are. Now this is the other lovely big Tillandsia air plant. And this is all, I haven't watered this, by the way. When I bought this from IKEA, it's already had been watered. So I'm hoping the base of this, which is like a bulb at the bottom, is not damaged in any form, because obviously the staff at IKEA and that, but they wouldn't really know, unless you know about air plants and Tillandsias, you wouldn't know they're not meant to be watered. They're certainly not meant to be treated like normal house plants in soil anyway. So squeezing this. There we go. And removing all this old soil. There you go. Brilliant. Look at that. Look how easy that's come off. Tap it off, and there you go. These aren't roots, real roots. These are just what they use to anchor themselves on in their natural habitats. As I say, they're epiphytes. So that's good. No signs of any rot. If that would have been kept in wet soil for long, or treated like a normal house plant, it would have rot. And that's what I mean. Unless you know about Tillandsia air plants. I was lucky, like I saw these in IKEA, and I thought, I couldn't believe my luck when I saw them. But people who don't know about these would think it's just a normal house plant and just keep it in the soil it's been sold in and water it like a normal plant, and it would inevitably rot. It's such a shame because they're amazing plants. Don't want to do too much. That's not going to hurt a bit of soil on this anyway. This, when that's dry, that will fall off. And just remove a little bit of this. Here, it looks like they've put something like a little plug or something that they use. So that might be better off just left. I don't want to cause any damage to that. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be hung up anyway. It's from some garden wire from our window. And I've made quite a few air plant Tillandsia care videos on how to prune dead leaves off them, and also what I like to use to fertilise them with. I use a special air plant fertiliser every few weeks with the rainwater. So there you go, 2 very beautiful Tillandsias out of the pot, which is what they're meant to be in anyway. And as I just mentioned there, you know, should you happen to buy one of these, then I would recommend taking it out, obviously out of the pot and soil, and hanging it up as a normal Tillandsia air plant should be. So that's them out of the soil, and now I'm going to show you putting them upstairs and displaying them. Now these are some of our other Tillandsia air plants here that we've got in our bathroom. Got a load growing all on a moss pole here, and some Spanish moss, and quite a few different ones doing very well. So this is obviously, we're going to be hanging the 2 new ones up there. Now Hansi's just putting the curly slim one onto a piece of driftwood here. Do a nice little display of it. It's going to be lovely hanging up in the window. Now that's the curly slim one put up there. It's difficult to get the lighting right here at this angle, but hope you can see it hanging up there on the driftwood. Looks absolutely lovely. Now there you go, guys. That's the 2 new Tillandsia air plants hanging up on some driftwood in our bathroom window here, and absolutely wonderful. We have a lot of Tillandsias, as you can see here, in our bathroom. We have quite a lot more in our kitchen as well. And that's the new curly slim one here hanging up on the driftwood. So it's going to get plenty of light there, filtered light from the frosted glass. So it's going to keep it away from the bright sunshine, bit of indirect bright light, which they love, and plenty of humidity. And how I treat my Tillandsia air plants, I give them a good spray with rainwater every 3 days, thoroughly soak them so they're dripping with rainwater from the plant spray, and then I let them dry, and then I do that every 3 days. It depends on how warm it is, obviously, but they do very well. These are many ones we've had here for about 3 or 4 years now. We've got them from Crafty Plants in England, an amazing company for air plants. Brilliant. They've done very, very well for us. So happy to say they should settle, the 2 new ones from IKEA should settle in very well with all our other ones. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done already, please do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And also you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants, at Desert Plants of Avalon. And also you can check out my website, desertplantsofAvalon.com. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye.